Now, Novavax also had some other news on Monday. The company announced results from the first study of simultaneous administration of its COVID-19 vaccine along with an approved flu vaccine. Now, these are two different shots being given, but at the same time. So how significant are those results in the big scheme of things? Also, Novavax is planning to test an actual combination of its COVID vaccine with its own flu vaccine, NanoFlu, in the near future. Do you think Novavax might even be the leader ultimately in developing a combo COVID flu vaccine?
Yeah, so this was a subset study from the UK study. So a subset of the people in the UK study also got the flu vaccine at the same time that they got the COVID vaccine, and then they measured the COVID efficacy, and they saw that it was 87.5% versus 89.8% for the entire population in the clinical trial. So a little bit lower, but maybe it was a fairly small number. So I'm not sure that that was really significant. I agree. The combination of COVID vaccine with the NanoFlu is a much bigger deal, because then we're talking about one shot versus two shots. I'm not sure this data really moves that along very much. If you're super optimistic, maybe you think, well, it shows the immune system can handle two vaccines at the same time. I'm more of sort of a wait and see neutralist kind of person, even though I'm a shareholder here. I think the immune system's kind of fickle, so I don't know that we'll really have real confirmation that NanoFlu works with its COVID vaccine until we actually see the data. But definitely one shot versus two, I think, is a big deal for patients. You also shouldn't really discount the benefit to doctors. It's one less syringe to have to prepare during the day, and then for each patient, and then it's also one less vaccine to store. And that's a big deal in terms of making sure that you have the right supplies at the right times for the patients.
Right. And it's obviously still very early to talk about the possibility of a combo flu COVID vaccine, but Novavax at least has late stage candidates on both fronts. They do have their COVID vaccine that has, we've just talked about, had some really great late stage results. They had great results for NanoFlu reported last year. As far as I know that Pfizer and BioNTech are working together on an mRNA flu vaccine, but I don't even think it's in clinical testing yet. Moderna has talked about advancing a flu vaccine into clinical studies this year. I don't think Johnson & Johnson has a flu vaccine planned. So it seems like, at least right now, it seems like Novavax actually is the leader in this combo area. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I definitely think they're the leader. I just don't think we have 100% data to show that they're going to be able to develop that combination. But I think that they're definitely the most advanced in the ability to have a combined coronavirus flu vaccine.
Yeah, and obviously we'll have to wait and see how do the study results go and everything. But it's always good to be the leader if you're successful. If the study results go well.
Yeah, the big question I think is going to be, is the FDA going to require them to show efficacy, or are they only going to require them to show antibodies? I would think that they would probably only require them to show antibody levels, and that because they've already shown individually that the vaccines have efficacy against the actual virus. So I think the FDA will probably only require them to show that the antibody levels, when you give it together, are comparable to what we saw when you gave it individually. And so if that's the case, then it should be a fairly quick clinical trial to get the results.
Yeah, so this is a story we'll certainly be watching over the next year or however long it takes.